Alrighty, what is up, guys? Evanaldo here. Really appreciate you guys showing up. If you enjoy the live stream, smash the like button. Let's get into how things are looking right now. Also, well, kind of the same trade as yesterday. I have open here over on FAIRDESK, and we'll see if we could break out, break up, or come up more to what could potentially be a higher high here if we're forming somewhat of a, I guess, a wedge, a triangle, that. Your technical target's up a bit more. Did take a small ETH short earlier today. Just closed it out for a tiny loss a little while ago because things are definitely starting to turn up. And yeah, I mean, we could be heading upwards. What's up, Karate? Yeah, shout out to Karate. Definitely could be heading upwards. And, the reason for that is, let's go on Bitcoin here. I mean, if you look at kind of what we're forming, triangle, I guess you could even, if you look at it maybe on the 30, you can make the argument that we could be forming like some type of bull pennant or whatever. That wedge, your technical target's going to be up around the volume area high. Not out of the question, especially when you see these, especially when you see this like this 3-day, green dot right there. Let me move this down a little bit so you guys can see the trade at this at the same time or whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that's, oh, no. This is always what happens. It's always a pain in the neck to show anything, man. See there. That point. There we go. Sorry about that. So, yeah, I mean, ultimately, if we were to come up, I think it's going to happen relatively soon. And then you're in kind of that bear, flag pennant or whatever. And then if you do break upward, it's around there. So, yeah. And then if we look at kind of the 16-minute money flow generally coming up, I think maybe in the next money flow crossover into the green, may try to give it a shot. And yeah, I mean, we got to hope this money flow for the bull case, hope this money flow doesn't come deeper. We're able to kind of come up here on the 30 and kind of repeat of something like that and come up a bit more. It's probably going to take some time. So we definitely got to see here. Also, if you look at the weekly, that VWAP's coming up. RSIs are curving back up. Could have a little bit more. Here. I do think ultimately things are going to eventually kind of play out more bearish. And these RSIs will come down and bring us downward. But, before the next Fed meeting, with the news of the debt ceiling or whatever, could go on a little bit longer here. Absolutely could go on a little bit longer here. Yeah. So that's ultimately, what I'm looking at right now. I mean, I do think you're going to, on the macro, we're still, it is frozen. It looks okay, Karate. On the macro, it still seems like we, will come down, especially based on this, apologize, a little bit of a late night, long day. But that coming down. I do think ultimately this probably will confirm that once that does confirm, it may start to play out more for the bearish case too on the 2 weeks. So be careful, guys. It's kind of just, I think, a lot of the calm before the storm. You do have the trend reversal sign on the 3 week here. I mean, if it plays out like this, you're going to come up from freaking 9K to 14K. You're probably gonna, I mean, if it's exactly like that, maybe you come up with 35 or 40K. Who knows? I think there's a lot of resistance at 35. That'd be pretty interesting if you were to come up to 35K or even higher. But imagine like you come up that high, then after that you just get a blood diamond here. Oof. Oh man, that'd be pretty wild. But yeah. Anyway. Man, it seems like we've got more too many lines in this chart. And let's see something here. where was those logarithmic bands or whatever? I gotta turn these. How do I? Okay, yeah, take those away. I take those away for a little bit. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, you guys see what I'm seeing. Ultimately, on the 3-week here, what's going on there? You know, still for the macro, don't want to trip up everybody. The macro is still more of the bear case. More of the bear case. We're still more bearish on the macro. And then there to there. Let's see something. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that 2-week, 16 days. Well, that was flashing the green dot, the red dot. Not flashing at the moment, so it went away. But I do think whenever, like, whatever happens here after this 29K plays out or whatever, that's gonna probably be it. It's gonna probably be. That's gonna probably be it. But in terms of very short term, oh man, like that VWAP's coming up here, 2 hour, 4 hour VWAP starting to come. So you could have a little bit more gas left in the tank, I think. We gotta see if we could break out of here. It's probably gonna be sideways this whole stream, Theoretically, I almost want to add to this trade, double this guy up, risk free. I want to do that on the 15-minute probably. So potentially in the next half hour. And I'm planning on staying up and going to sleep at 11. So yeah, what's up, blockchain bonehead? Blockchain ostrich. But yeah, bullet diamond confirmed there. And then, I mean, you guys I've seen total 3. You know what's going on here. You guys have seen the NASDAQ too. Oh my God, it just looks wild, that rally. Nothing can stop the damage. Nothing could stop the NASDAQ up 34% since last October. That could be, it could ultimately be close to the top for this guy. Maybe bounce around a little bit. I mean, if you were to come up higher, your next place is going to be up here, 15. But that's nuts, man. That's nuts. What's up, Honda, man? So, yeah, Solana, I mean, short term on a lot of these, yeah. I mean, trigger wave on Solana. Short term on a lot of these, it does look like we could come up a bit higher. Yeah, Solana, I could see us come up a little bit more. XRP, a lot of people have been going along on too. It doesn't look half bad in the 3-day. Yeah, maybe another jump up to like high 50s or something here. Ultimately, if you look at the weekly, with these gapped RSIs, this is what I could see potentially happening, something of this nature. And then where would that bring us out to? June 19th, maybe a little sooner than that, actually. Maybe right around that Fed meeting, June 1st, maybe the Fed knocks us down. What's up, Mr. Potato? I think I've seen you before. Shout out to Mr. Potato. AVAX, let's take a look-see. Definitely looks worse than XRP, I think, but in terms of lower time frames, not necessarily worse. Nightshade, is Mr. Potato somebody big? I recognize Mr. Potato. I think I've seen Mr. Potato before. Hidden bullish div in the 1 hour. Let's see. Oh yeah. Are you looking at? Yeah. I mean, we could draw it, but I mean, all right, yeah, we'll draw it for the for everybody who went long at 68K and you're still learning. We're gonna draw it. Yeah, it's a hidden bull div. Yeah, confirmed. That could bring you up higher. Yeah, absolutely. Hidden bull div, I don't give as much credence as regular bull div, but you get what I'm saying. It's all about the name sometimes, man. You just got a catchy name. You can get those shout outs. Mr. Potato, you go to frickin' who's that big? Ninja's Twitch streams, he'll give you a shout out. 50 MA moon. Yeah. People have been pretty bullish overall. That looks good on the 10, 16. I almost want to wait for. I'll wait a little bit, maybe towards the end of the stream, so you guys stick around. I'll maybe add to the long on Bitcoin. But yeah, ADA. Let's take a look at that. And by the way, guys, if you guys are interested in a really good community, really good trading group, check out my exclusive Discord, patreon.com/Evanado. Link down below. Only a few spots open at these prices, so check it out. Me and two other great analysts, CBZ and Landacor, very active community. We're giving you a lot of like trade setups, exclusive TA, long-term stuff too. So yeah, I think it's going to help you guys out a lot. So check it out down below if you guys are interested. People have really liked it. Don't want to shill it too much, but let's see. So yeah, this is a community. We talk. I do a lot of stuff. This guy, Bebo, is like just freaking. This guy's just printing so much money. He's like he won't invite me to his yacht party, so I'm pretty salty about it. I told him not to be too cocky. Yeah. But yeah, anyway. And then you can see kind of what I've been doing. The ETH short entry. I cut this for a tiny loss because things are looking more bullish now. I was hoping it would come down just a little bit more. The Bitcoin long. I don't do large positions over the over the weekend, but there's a lot of like, I shouldn't have showed you. No, you guys got a little freebie there for it, but yeah. And then let's see here. The general. People have been liking it, so I wouldn't be showing so much if I didn't think it was a good product. I think it's gonna help you guys out a lot. We got Crypto Bulls on Atlantic those two. So, and then you could talk to me in the voice chats a little bit too. So, yeah, guys, check it out. What is up, Sin City Crypto? Shout out to Sin City Crypto. They're a great channel out in you guessed it, Las Vegas. I'm gonna do a collab with them at some point. Sin City, shoot me a DM on like Twitter or something, and we'll figure it out. You guys got a whole studio there too, I feel like, in Vegas. But yeah. They've been they're good. Could check them out. Check out Sin City Crypto, guys. They even speak Spanish. I don't know if they do. Hold on. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do TA and ADA. Yeah, and the macro. I mean, I don't know. That's AVAX. Oh man, I'm tired. On the macro, I still think ultimately things look a bit more bearish. I think with this, 2-week continuation, I think you got a good shot of coming down lower here, maybe even 15 cents or whatever. Short term, though, it does look like you could continue forward for, next week, next few days or whatever. It does look likely 3-day. I feel like we're gonna come up just enough to like scare away a lot of the bears, and then you may see like it could be like last year where you see that. That big drop down. Portuguese is Hola? It's like the same pronunciation though. Hola. Those have got to be the most two similar languages, Portuguese and Spanish. You're going long on Pepe. It's good, man. People are still talking about those damn meme coins all over Twitter. It's kind of just everybody wants a piece of the pie with that, and it's just not like it just gives me vibes like May of 21 and like November of 21. There were even meme coins that went parabolic in mid 2019 before you dropped down. So it's just yeah. Oh yeah. Hola is wave, yeah. Olas and Fort Lauderdale, yeah. Yeah, the new camera angle, it's not bad. It's all right. I set up a new monitor. I got to get like an extension cord to plug all this crap into my laptop or meme copium. Yeah, just everybody wants a piece of the pie with those meme coins, and I just don't think you're going to get it, man. Because everybody's like, it's the next Pepe. It's the next Pepe. It's 4 people bought it. It's the next Pepe. Pepe, they like reached out to me to show Pepe. Somebody on Twitter reached out to me from Pepe, unless it was some scam or something to try to show Pepe for money. So they're that's why they get it listed on the exchanges too, guys. The meme coins, they pay the exchanges to get there, and the exchanges will take it. But But to each their own. I mean, it's kind of like an NFT at the end of the day to a certain extent. But I feel like it's a step below that. Because with the NFTs, it's like, it's not anonymous teams really. And if you rug pull, your reputation's over. Meme coins, not so much. But yeah, it looks like we could be breaking out pretty soon. Ooh, that's a reverse head and shoulder. I might have to add to my Bitcoin long here. Should I do it, guys? Let me know in the chat. Should I add to it? I kind of want to wait for that 12. Yeah, wait for that 12-minute. ETH is looking double bottom. Yeah, it looks like you're probably going to retest 1916 or whatever. It's looking pretty juicy right there. Once again, a list of big exchanges this went up is about to hit when the real money gets its hands on. It did, Nightshade. Pepe's on some big exchanges, I believe, right? Let's see here. It's on Gemini. It's on Kraken. I don't think Coinbase will take it yet. It's on Binance. It's on everybody, where except Coinbase, it looks like. But yeah. Is the bottom in for Pepe, or for Bitcoin? Bitcoin, it's tough to say, man. Like I think it definitely can be in. I think there's a decent shot that it's in, but I don't want to I don't know. It doesn't matter. You know, I'm DCAing in. You know, it doesn't affect my strategy. I'd like it to go lower so I could get it at really low freaking prices, but yeah. I mean, ultimately, look. I mean, it's kind of looking like, and my guess is like debt ceiling news is bullish. We come up a little bit more. I mean, I think in the most bullish of circumstances, you get up to like maybe, just maybe up to 2100 for ETH. And then, yeah, kind of a double top with that. And then that's it. For Bitcoin, probably 29. Well, really 30. Yeah, I mean, could be double top or whatever, 30 there. I don't know. I mean, all the ETH maxis are going to be so happy if this only gets up to 29, ETH gets up to 21. Why buy Bitcoin when anything else will outperform it? Well, right now, so that's a great question. Right now, Bitcoin's outperforming almost everything. But I will be converting my Bitcoin into everything else when the time is right. If we look at Bitcoin dominance here. And, I think... what one of my favorite analysts, more of a long-term analyst, was saying is that most likely what's going to happen is, let's say we come up with Bitcoin more. Even throughout this rally, Bitcoin dominance has kind of been, coming up here. Even throughout this jump yesterday, coming down a little bit now. But even if we rally more, throughout this rally, Bitcoin dominance has come up more. Even if we rally up more, this will probably still come up more. And when we dump down, it'll really come up. Now, let's go back to July of 2019 here. We rallied into, where's July 20? Yeah, June, July 20. We rallied into the top, and then we rallied more as market came down over those next few months. So most likely we'll see something like that, and then we're going to put on our degen hats. I will put on my degenerate hat, and I will buy a lot of ETH. I will convert most, if not all, of my Bitcoin into ETH and some altcoins. You got to know when to play the game, man. You got to know how to play the game. To get a 10x, yes, you're probably going to need ETH. ETH, I think you could get a decent shot of a 10x. Not at these prices, though. Not at 1900. If we come down to 1,000 towards the end of the year, which I'm thinking we can, then you may be able to get a 10x. We get up to 8 to 10K, 8 to 10x. I think that's decent. But I mean, if you're buying ETH right now, I mean, anything could happen, but I don't think it's going to 18K. I don't think it's going to 20K. I don't think you're getting no 10X from where we are right now. I mean, if you did something, we got to realize we still look pretty doggone bearish on the macro. I mean, it's not impossible to come down freaking 60 something percent here. I'm not saying you're going to 600, but it's not impossible to make a double bottom or make a lower low. It's not, especially with regulation coming, especially with how this looks. Absolutely not impossible. More of a, I mean, I wouldn't wait this long, but when this gets in the red here, that's probably going to be, you know, if you're somebody who doesn't like the DCA, you know, just go all in or whatever. That worked out pretty well. But yeah. Okay, so Nightshade added to his long. It's good. It's good, man. I like that. I like what I'm seeing there. And we're still in the Discord, but I will continue to shill it because we've been doing well in there. I think it's a good community. Got 2 new analysts, so yeah. Yeah, what am I doing? I'll do like a chat with you guys in Discord tomorrow or whatever. I didn't do it today because of the holiday. I was out by the pool doing other crap, but yeah. I'm just curious what people are saying. Bed Bath, yeah, isn't this old news? um 64% Americans don't work out at all. That's what's interesting with that is like the thing with that too is you know, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but like when I go to the gym, like most of the gyms I've been to, I mean, okay, the states I've gone to the gym the most were Connecticut, you know, when I lived in LA, and Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Like I'm gonna say 90% of the time, the freaking gym had more people. Like it was crowded. Like it was rare that I would find gyms. Like you'd have to go weird ass times to find a gym that's empty. You know what I mean? That's what's weird about it. Because like I'm trying to find an empty gym here and I can't, and then no one really works out, which is interesting. But yeah, let's see. 34% of people do weights. Yeah, so 1 in 3 people. I mean, it seems like if you look through Instagram, you look through all that stuff, it seems like everybody's freaking lifting weights, working out. But yeah, or if you live where I live, yeah, it depends where you live too. I mean, if you live in freaking, you know, I live in probably one of the most expensive zip codes in the entire U.S. So yeah, that would make sense. Um, but yeah. That's got to be LA. LA's got to be number 1 on this. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, this is like whole world. I thought this was just freaking, you know, you would think this was just US, but let's see. Number 5 for the world. That's wild. Because yeah, you wouldn't even think India would be comparable. Yeah, like India is not slightly worse than Chicago's. Wow. DC, Mumbai. So yeah, Washington D.C. is about at the level of Mumbai in terms of quality of life and homelessness. I'm joking, but I mean, Delhi, Los Angeles. Los Angeles is below. You would not think that because they're everywhere in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is the worst thing if that's weird. Um, and then Mexico City, but that's Mexico City is about half of Chicago, less than half of Chicago. Interesting. New Zealand, Tampa's got a decent amount. San Jose, Rome, Italy, 7,000. That's not too bad. They all sleep by the Vatican there. Lisbon, Portugal, Denver. Huh. Anyway, let's take a look at this market. Yeah, I think you could come up higher here. Mm. Other thing too is, yeah, I mean, I got the Bitcoin dominance there again. This guy, There's the NASDAQ. Got peppy. Yeah, I think honestly for the all the crypto market, I think the main hope is if we could just stay, if we could stay a bit bullish until like mid June, the latest. I'm thinking more just another 4 or 5 days, honestly, guys. Because with the meme coins and all this crap, I don't know. I'm thinking more of not that long. Alrighty, I'm gonna pull the trigger. I'm gonna add to this long bit. Let's double this guy, I guess. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, it's got the same. I just want to make sure I still get used to this new exchange. Let's see. Okay, so we got the amount. Oh, it's easy. Let's, I guess, double her. Do we have... Yeah, let's see if this... Yeah, just put it close. Give it a second. We'll hear the sound effect when it does fill. Let that cook a little bit. And then, yeah. Raise the leverage by 10x. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good enough. I think it's got a decent shot. I mean, it is obviously a holiday night, Monday night, but Memorial Day night. But yeah, it does look like you may come up higher here. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna wait till this gets filled. Did it get filled? Yeah, we got filled. Okay, it didn't alert me. We are filled. Okay. So what's our new entry? 27,507. Is that a good? Yeah, that's actually a perfect like stop loss. Yeah, that's good. It's pretty good. So let's do that. 27,507. And where do we want to take our next? I'm going to keep the next take profit the same probably. Well, what we could do, I mean, it depends what type of trader you want. I would say, yeah, maybe 28.9. I'll show, I mean, this will be a freebie right here. Just double my current ETC long. New entry and SL is at, where is it? 27,507. Entry is next. He remains at, because we had the, yeah, 28.43. Oh yeah, we hit that and I never even, yeah. Because did we hit that? Yeah, we hit that. Yeah, I think we, yeah, hold on, just another second here. 437. Yeah. It depends what you want to do. I'm going to put it for now at up here 20 because it is a risk-free trade. 28,974. Let's do. Um, 28,974. Yeah. So, yep, that's that right there. It's a risk-free trade, so it's exciting. Let's put that in 28,974. How much do we want to close this out? I'd say take out half there because it's in a B. That's a big area. We'll take out half there. Close that long. And then, yeah, so we're long with about 1 Bitcoin, 8/10 of a Bitcoin, 4/5 of a Bitcoin, 4/5 of a Bitcoin. Let's see, on demand. It's gonna pump. Okay, 24-hour secret sauce time frame daily is too laggy. Let's look at that 22-hour. Let's look at that guy. I know I have looked at it in the past. That would look a little bit more bearish. Look at teeny weeny more bearish there. Yeah. But everything else, I mean, it is a little bit neutral. It's a risk-free trade, but we'll see here. I like the money flow coming up on some of these time frames. So yeah. Dixie, I mean, yeah, he probably will come down a little bit more here. I do think it inevitably, with the Fed raising rates more, you know, Powell's probably going to reiterate that the goal is 2%. We're at like, what, 8% now? I think it's actually 6%. But yeah, I mean, you get what I'm saying. Yeah, it's he's probably going to sound more hawkish, especially with the freaking NASDAQ so high. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah. Oh, the 22-hour, that's what you were talking about, the money flow. Or that's on Bitcoin Dominant. What am I looking at here? 22. Money flows are right. I mean, it's not really coming up. It's coming back down here with the gap to RSIs. I would say this would be a tiny bit more of the bearish case. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? You're gonna, I mean, if 2%'s the goal and they're really serious about that, they're gonna keep raising rates until until we're in a recession, until the S&P 500 is at like 3,200 or whatever the hell. Yeah. Well, he did also kind of hint that they were almost kind of done. I don't know. I mean, if you look at like the broad like view of like, you know, of the strength of America. Take a look, see at the cattle chart, double top right there. You also have that kind of cup and handle, I guess, if you were to break upward. But I do think ultimately in the monthly, inflation could start to come down a bit. But it's creeping back up, which makes me think they're definitely going to do that 25 basis points. Stocks are pumping, cryptos and unemployment is too high, services too expensive, CBI neutral at best. Yeah, it did come out hotter than it was, so they're definitely going to raise, yeah. Let's see here. Okay, now we're getting the sign to add to the... Yeah, one of the many signs to add to the little long right now. So 16 coming up. That looks not half bad. We'll see. I mean, we'll probably at least get up to 28 here. 4 hour. Take a look. See. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm kind of thinking. Hopefully we could get up to, you know, maybe we could pump up higher up to here before that happens, and then that'd be a quick pump up though. Yeah, I could elongate, but yeah, we'll see. That could be the place to go short. That's almost too easy though. That's gonna be like stealing candy from a baby if it's gonna be like that. You know what I mean? It's like too easy. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I mean, you've heard me say it before in the stream, you know, I think this guy's going to bring it down. It's just, you know, how much can we pump up in the next 5 days, next week or so? I mean, the longest I could really say is see us staying bullish is probably until the FOMC meeting, but there's probably something. I mean, the thing too is like the debt ceiling thing, once it's actually official or whatever, they reached a tentative deal, but once it actually goes through or whatever, I don't know what day it'll go through, probably around the 1st. That could be sell the news, so so-called okay. June 5th, okay. Yeah. Seems like McCarthy kind of caved, right? He was the one that kind of caved the most. Kramer says buy everything. Isn't Kramer always bullish though? I feel like Kramer doesn't talk about really shorting things. Like I feel like Kramer is just perma bull. Yeah. Kramer also changes his mind every other day, but yeah, I mean, it could be a good indication. The reverse Kramer ETF is down like 10%, so that may get a pump up pretty soon. Do some TA on that guy. China's youth unemployment is high, yeah. I wonder what it is in the U.S. This is probably more of an accurate one than... It's probably like 10 or 15 in the U.S., I would say at least. I mean, that's 16 to 24, yeah, that's like so young. I mean, I'm not even that young anymore. 26 now. Yeah, I think Kramer is. I don't know. I don't watch Kramer enough to know like what the hell he like to know his history too well, but I think he is pretty much always bullish. I mean, that's Hahnemann, that's like that's the theory that some people have had like where that would be a theory like you stay bullish until like 2024, 2025, everything just keeps going up and then it all freaking falls apart in like 2025 you go into a Great Depression or whatever. Um, I don't really think that's going to happen, especially with the Fed. I think the Fed would have to like pivot early or something for that to happen. I really think that interest rates are going to start to hurt, but I don't know, man. I mean, if you were to do something like that, I mean, Nasdaq to I don't. Let's see. That'd be insane if you came up another like 70% or something into 2025. I wonder what the hell people would be saying at that point too. That would just be. I feel like you would feel pain in terms of inflation. That would just be indicative of just not getting inflation under control. But maybe there would be an innovation or whatever, just because the market. I don't know what the hell to make of that. You would, yeah. I really don't know. I mean, I don't know how the Dixie would look in that situation. I really don't know. And Hahnemann, inflation wasn't high in '03, was it? Inflation was not what it is now. Fun fact too, guys. The only time I think Elon said this, Elon Musk said this. The only other time they've raised rates before the recession started was before the Great Depression. So, yeah, that's the concern there. But I mean, I think most likely we're going to come down. I mean, even if we do keep pumping, I think our buddy gold and silver is probably going to be able to, because look at, I think gold and silver is probably going to find a way to continue to perform the S&P 500 here. I mean, in terms of if you look at the monthly on this guy, the money flow coming up there. But yeah, I mean, obviously anything could happen. I mean, if they raise 25 basis points, what's the terminal rate? Is it 5.5 at that point? I mean, that's where you start to get pretty high. I mean, what was it in the 70s? Do you guys know? It was probably, what was it, 10%? Something really high, but I know that, but yeah. Um, hmm. Obviously, this guy's showing rare bullish signs, but I mean, it's SPX there, but yeah. Curious about silver NDQ. Yeah, similar to over O2 right there. So the thing too, guys, I mean, yeah, even if Honda, man, even if it's like that, you're still better off in gold and silver because look at that guy. I mean, look at 100% essentially. So I think it's going to be an inflationary jump up if it is, and then you're better off in gold and silver, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Um, we're getting our jump up here. And you do have the spiral lines there we bounced off of. I think you could get up to 29 potentially. Yeah, Hannah, man. I mean, what's my thoughts on the housing market? That's a good question. Thank you for asking. What is actually been meaning to talk about that today. In terms of what I'm looking at, I mean, I was talking to somebody about this today actually. Prices are down a bit in Miami. I think the reason for that is because you're coming into summer. People aren't looking to come down here as much in the summer. Rent prices are down a good amount in Miami. And if you look at this chart, I mean, this chart would tell you we're gonna, completely the bubble will pop. I mean, look at the EMAs right there, money flow coming out on the monthly, right there. I mean, in my opinion, all those people that outbid on houses by 50 or 100 grand or whatever, they're gonna get screwed. I feel like that's what always seems to happen. Um, in terms of commodities coming down, I mean, interest rates probably will bring this down as well. It's good for somebody buying a house, kind of, but if you're buying a house with cash, but if you're trying to, finance it, it kind of just evens out. It kind of cancels out the lowering of the price, but you can refinance when it does go down. Keep that in mind. But no, I do think real estate's probably going to go down. Real estate takes the longest to, come down usually too. Um, Look, I don't think it's going to be as bad as '08, but I could see you coming back to general prices um, where we were towards the pandemic drop down. And real estate did, like, it was a quick drop down. Like, that was like a 1 month period, but real estate was down a freaking lot right when that crashed. Like, that was a slow amount. I mean, um, I don't think you're, unless we really go into, I mean, if you're going to lower in this, we're heading into a depression. People are going to, it's going to be a complete nightmare. I mean, people are going to lose their houses. I mean, I would want to hope for kind of this area, and then you come down to like the prices of what real estate was kind of, right around, when pandemic first happened, pre-pandemic, like these areas. And you're already back down freaking, you're back down to August 2020, but isn't fully reflective of actual housing prices. So, but it could be more of like a preclude, pre estimate of what's going to happen there. But yeah, ultimately, I think it's kind of a no-brainer on this. In my opinion, the no-brainer would be wait till the Fed starts to cut back on rates then. Because normally it bottoms out after the Fed pivots. So wait till they pivot and then wait for that last crash or whatever. Or wait at least until they start to pivot. If you're buying a house, you're going to have less of an interest rate. Then get in then. That's what makes sense to me. Could be wrong. I couldn't tell you, but right now, in terms of the way I'm mapping out, mid 24, early to mid 24. We'll see. If there's a lot of like civil unrest and crap with the election too, that could bring less trust in the American economy. Even after the election, I mean, who knows what could happen there, especially if it's a really close election, if it's a rematch of Trump Biden. So yeah. This looks pretty good in the 16 there. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, I could be wrong on this, but I think traditional markets I would stay away from for now. Gold, silver, I think is good. I mean, the majority of my net worth really is gold, silver, Bitcoin, and cash. So, I mean, ultimately, I think that's pretty hedged pretty well. One of those will come up. I think all of them will probably come up in the next 3 to 5 years, but I think at least one of them will. Um, and then obviously as this gets higher, so yeah, I'll see you Nightshade. See, man, it's pretty late. Oh yeah, I said I would stay on until 11. What time is it? On 49 minutes. Yeah, probably gonna get off pretty soon. Just trying to think what else I wanted to look at. ETH, we're just hovering around 19. So we'll see. There's trigger waves in the hourly. I kind of like that. I think you could come up a little bit more here. Yeah, so that's about it, guys. I mean, what I think in terms of like the next, 5 days, 5, 10 days before the next FOMC meeting, maybe 2 weeks at the latest, gradually come up a bit more. I think the debt ceiling, once it's officially like announced that they raised it, that could be a sell the news type event, and you come down there. But other than that, right now, charts look pretty good. I think you could get up a bit higher here, scare away some more shorts. Yeah, that's the last thing we'll look at. Look at ApeCoin. I haven't looked at Ape in a while. Yeah, oh man, that's a gnarly chart. 2 hour. I mean, it's a bullish div, but it's this definitely doesn't look completely appealing to me. I mean, it looks all right. Yeah, I mean, it probably will come up a little bit in the short term. All these meme coins do the same thing. And the exchanges, they take them because they pay them to take them. It's down 88. That's all it's down, yeah, 90. They're all down about 90, all the meme coins. It's Doge, Sheep, too. Anyway, guys, check out the Discord if you're interested. We've been killing it in there. I think it's going to help you guys out a lot. We do a lot of analysis. Really good community. Me and 2 other great analysts, CBZ and Lanacore. Tomorrow I'm going to do like a voice chat with you guys if you want to join. Now, also, we're taking crypto, too. Just I'm going to do an announcement on it in the Discord, but shoot me a DM on Discord if you want to pay in crypto. We got that set up, too. So, yeah. But really appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Good night.